Right. Let's see how we finish by Christmas, shall we? See if we can carry on a fairly decent start to the season. Hopefully our summer signings can actually start performing. Because I was just having a quick look at the goal scoring before, or the stats rather, before we got going, and we are seriously lacking in terms of goals this season. Sam Dalby is our top scorer with just 8, which is pretty low. I mean, yeah, it's not great. It is not great at all. I wouldn't mind selling this guy either to try and bring in some money. He keeps telling me he doesn't want to go. I would not mind him going at all. All right, see if we can maybe try and bring someone in to try and... Why do people make it so difficult to get rid of them? It's happening, trains and buzzes. How are we today, mate? I did just go through and make hey, good stuff, man. Did just go through and make an offer for a load of scouts because I only had 2 out of possibly 8. So I've just made some offers to bring some scouts in. And then we'll probably set up some recruitment focuses as well. Well, I got Leyton Orient up next, who got promoted with us. I think they won the playoffs in the end. Well, let's give Allison a game off. Although it's funny, he's got more goals than Cozier DeBerry, and Cozier DeBerry's played more games. He's got a higher match rating, but I will throw Dolby back in anyway. And we'll throw Louis Barry in as a cam. I need Ruben Rodriguez back realistically. He's the main man. Yo, AN, thank you for the likes, mate. How we doing? Yeah, thank you for the follow as well. Appreciate it, buddy. Right, let's see if we can beat Leyton Orient. Beat Hull last time out, who just sacked their manager actually after we beat them, so... She's quite funny. Oh, we've confirmed... Villa have confirmed the signing of goalkeeper Zion Suzuki then. That's finally done and dusted. That one went seemed to go through really quick. You're doing Worthing on Football Manager? What division are they in these days? You're 5 seasons into your Bolton save. What have I got to beat then? What's your greatest achievement with them so far? Oh, why these have got Satpayev on loan from Chelsea? National League in real life. Talking of Satpayev. Yep. Yeah, and there's still talk of Polina coming in as well. I saw it's funny actually. Obviously, on my Villa season that I did when we were doing the live streams with Villa. Obviously, I sold Emi Martinez to Spurs, didn't I? And I saw that he's being linked to Spurs now. It's quite funny, but I haven't played in a while. But I won League One, promoted in Champ, got Conference League. First season I got Conference League. It's pretty good going, mate. You're already done better than me then. I only came second in the in League One. I love penalties on this game. Up the Trotters. Why are penalties like that's something that they need to look at for this game, because penalties are like they go massively go in the attacker's favour, don't they? On this game, holy moly. I'd probably say the majority are saved or missed rather than actually scored. What season you in? We're in season number 2, mate. 2 Villa signings confirmed this morning. Yeah, I was just saying that we've I've literally just saw that the Suzuki had signed, and I saw the Ruggeri one earlier on, but I saw that we'd obviously rejected an offer from Al Hilal for Ollie Watkins as well. This is a match that we've got to win, really. Like I say, these got promoted with us. They came up through the playoffs, so realistically, we should be beating these. If we could score penalties, I mean, that would help. I mean, get in, Alisson. If Louis Barry started scoring goals for us, that would also help. The assistant's flag was up. We're in the Championship, mate. Come on, let's get one back. Oh, good save. How do you get the goal like different? What do you mean? If you're thinking of my graphics are different, it's because I've got a 3D stadium mod, but I'm not sure if that's what you mean or not. I'd take Watkins at United. We've been linked with him too in our rumours. Yeah, it's the football manager in me says I kind of like. I think you get into a point where you would start thinking about accepting offers for Watkins because you're not really gonna. There's not like he's not going to be worth that much for that much longer, if that makes sense. But then at the same time, he's still like a massive goal scorer for us. I think that's offside. I'm pretty sure that's offside. I think he could have a really good season for us as well. Can you give me a team to do in England? How far down are you wanting to do? Like Championship, League 1, League 2, or maybe even lower? Go on, Louis Barry. Oh, shit, the post. League 2, probably. Do Walsall, mate. Actually, are Walsall even in League 2? I can't remember. I think they are, aren't they? Charlton? Are Charlton in League 2? I think Charlton are League 1, are they not? Bromley's a good one. I'm pretty sure Bromley are lower than that, are they not? Championship? What, Charlton are in the Championship? Is that... Or maybe they got promoted again. What's happening, TD, mate? How we doing, fella? Bromley on game of League 2, but are in League 1 in row. Are they actually? I didn't realise they were that high up. How we doing today, TD? I'm all good, thank you, mate. I'm all good. Is it a lot different than the 24? It's just the UI's totally different, which a lot of people dislike. It is more difficult to find certain things. How has that gone in? I have got a 3D stadium mod though, which makes everything look much better in terms of the game anyway. So if you're wondering and thinking it looks totally different, that'll be why. Right, Dolby's made up for his missed penalty at least anyway. Right, let's demand. Oh, let's wait actually. Oh, I've hit the post again. I know F on a real goal. And a real boy. Yeah, the UI. I like the. I don't mind the UI. I think it just needs work though. It's still not. They've still got a lot of work to do with it. I mean, the game's essentially always going to be the same game, mate. You just might struggle to find certain things and get used to where you've got to click or where you've got to go to find things. But the game's still the game. I think the tactics are a bit different as well this year because you've got in and out of possession tactics. See, there's a bit more to that rather than what it was last year. But I like it, man. I think it's only going to get better as well. So you might as well get used to it now. I don't know, to be honest. Why has he just gone all the way back? Oh, up the Dan Gore. My summer signing, free transfer. What a player. You know what I need to do? This is what I need to do because we keep throwing results away. So I think we need to start when we like getting into the last 10 minutes of a game. I think I need to start moving the fullbacks to actually fullback rather than wing back. Because the amount of games we've thrown away so far in like the last 10 minutes or something. Keep saying it. Go on, we'll add a third. Oh, Dan Gore for going for it again. Yeah, thank you for the likes on TikTok, boys. Appreciate you. Any shares, likes, follows, much appreciated, guys. I'm also streaming live on YouTube and Twitch if you prefer to watch on a big screen. It's Super Sammy Plays on YouTube and All Sam with 3 L's on Twitch. Don't throw this one away, please. After I've just... Oh, he made the save. What a keeper. What a keeper. 26 shots, by the way, and we're only winning 2-1. Go on, can we maybe add a third? Go on, you got to square... Oh, I should have squared it then. Oh, I thought that went in. Oh, these have got Caden Young as well on loan from Villa. And everyone's got all the Villa players on loan, haven't they? Although they're playing him centre mid, which is a little bit odd, considering he's a winger. Go on, DeBerry. Go and get us a third. He's been pretty poor so far this season as well, hasn't he, DeBerry? He sends 2-2 or 3-1. Well, it nearly went 2-2. Well, you were completely wrong, mate. We won 2-1. Got away with one there, I think. We definitely should have put more past the goalkeeper. Was it 30? How many shots did we have in the end of that? Bolton youth intake. That's something that we seem to have missed last year. What game is this? It is Football Manager 26, mate. We are in season number 2. Yeah, I know. And he's an improvement on the one we had before as well. I don't think he necessarily even looks that bad compared to like yeah, genuinely, I don't think he looks that bad of a goalkeeper. I'm surprised, he's worth as little as he is because he doesn't look like he really doesn't look that bad. DeBerry had like 3 good games in a row then, done out since. Yeah, he's been pretty poor to be honest. I was surprised actually when I was looking at the squad stats just that he's what's his name's actually got Allison's actually got more GAs than him. It's 2026. How do people not know what Football Manager at this point? I mean, I don't know, mate. I was playing. I've been playing this since longer than most of you have been alive. So I do think that myself, but I don't know. Yeah, but you've got to remember we are a newly promoted side, and we've got a new young right back. We are basically playing like with 2 really attacking wing backs, aren't we, as well? So the only addition we've really made in defence is the right back and a lonely left-sided centre back. Right, straight back into another game though. We've got Pompey. Mbele is still injured for another 3 to 6 weeks, which is a shame. We have got Rodriguez back from injury though, just about. And we'll put him in for you. Oh no, he's not. That's one thing that they need to fix because that's been like that since the start of the game, where it just hides basically an injury until you put them in the team sheet. I'd consider doing Pierce Charles. He's too expensive. That's the problem. I looked at him at the start of the season, and he's still worth like 7.5 to 12.5 million or something. So, as much as I'd like to bring him in. Oh, what a view this is, by the way. Pompey's ground not exactly going too well with with the stadium mod. Just as long as anything's not right underneath me, we'll be able to see what's going on. Yeah, we'll just ignore that. Just ignore the players walking through the stand. Results day tomorrow. Is that for what's that for? Your GCSEs? Oh, Dolby's. Oh my god. And that nearly went in. Yo, Bretty boy, thank you for the follow, mate. Hope you're good. It's the 3D stadium mod, mate. You do unfortunately have certain issues like I have got with the camera now, where the sort of stadium roof's kind of in the way, but generally it makes everything look much nicer. I've got a job interview 2 hours later. What's the job interview for, mate? Up the Greg's. Free sausage rolls. It's Bassy Boy's 3D stadium mod. You'll find it on Sort It Out SI. Cheers, Gail. No worries, man. Didn't even let me comment it. Thierry Gale, what are you doing, lad? 60 minutes with a man down is certainly not ideal. Where are we in the table after that win, actually? It was still 5th. We lost the league by 1 point now in the playoffs. Playoffs are painful, man. This is a great view, this is. It's almost like they're playing down here purposely, so I can't see it. How has that gone in? Maybe there's some underlying stats to why this goalkeeper is so cheap. Jeezy peeps, man. That was not a good first half, was it? I mean, big thanks to Thierry Gale, but I mean the goal we conceded as well was just as poor. FM, such a good game. Yeah, thank you for sharing the live, mate. Appreciate you. There is so much to it, isn't there? There is quite a lot to it. I like how the fact that it doesn't always work. Like not everything, not the same thing doesn't always work. Like a lot of the time it does, but well, Allison's not having a great game. We'll get Mbamba on, see if he can provide more of a threat, seeing as we're currently a man down. Yeah, Mason, thank you for the follow, mate. See if we can maybe nick a goal or something. Should be beating teams like this. Even with 10 men. Mbamba and threat shouldn't be in the same sentence. He has been rubbish for me, to be honest. I need to have a look to see how much he's on a week. The only problem I've got now is because the board took a load of my money off me. Like, I don't think I'd be able to cancel the loan and then get another one in. I won Champions League with Everton after about 6 seasons. Nice. That's pretty good going. What signings did you make? Does anyone remember how we finished on the Villa save? Did I win the Champions League? I can't remember. I can't remember if I did win the Champions League or if I won the league. I have seen what's happened with Musiala, but he's came out and released a statement, hasn't he? And said basically it's not as bad as it looks. It's some like neurological thing that he's getting treated for, and it just looks bad. One 0 down in the playoffs. You can get it back, mate. I signed this up and coming striker, 19 and had 3.5 stars for 30 mil, scored 35 goals. Nice. I could do with one of them right now, mate. 1-1 instantly. Say, straight back in there. Remember, either way, you always did good in UCL and did bad in the Prem or the other way around. I know I think it took us about... we won the league, didn't we? We won the league, but it took us... I think we were pretty average for like the first 3 seasons. I think we did okay for the first season, then we kind of went backwards for the second and third, but we did like a really good Champions League run. And then I think we did well in the league. Right, we've got Rodriguez back at least now. Ryan Kent. He would be good, to have on the left-hand side. I wouldn't mind getting him in. Asking to leave, transfer listed. The problem is we've got no money. I've literally minus 50k in the wages, which is not ideal. 2-1 up, GG's, man. What's your plan for this? Like one season a week? It seems to be that's like we basically got through one season, didn't we, in last week? So I would imagine it'll be similar this time because there's only going to get more games. So, yo, Jack, thank you for the follow, mate. Welcome in. Actually, you know what? I'm going to play this guy because I need to try and get some interest in him so we can shift him on. Brandon Williams in. Pembele's injured, so where is he? Put Tommy O'Reilly back in. He was doing okay. Yo, Forza, JDI, Jaden, thank you for the follows, boys. Appreciate you guys. I went unbeaten in the Championship with Plymouth Argyle in my 4th season. GG's. Plymouth got relegated in my 1st season down to League 2. Yo, Silly Duo, thank you for the follow as well. And loads of follows all of a sudden. What's just happened? I feel like I've been follow-botted. Yeah, so I think, well, it's looking like a season a week at the moment. Last week we got through a season, so I'd imagine it'll be sort of similar to this one. It is only going to, like I say, it is only going to get more games until we obviously get to the Premier League, which I'm obviously pretty confident we will do at some point. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Like, I'm looking to obviously try and eventually get them to a point of challenging for the title and maybe even winning the league. But and we'll just see how we get on. Keep going until we kind of get bored. Maybe actually keep it going. We just change teams. Like maybe we accept a new job offer, or maybe we just start a new save eventually. But that'll be some way off yet. Anyway, I'm quite interested to see sort of how far we can take these. Maybe like a 10 to 15 season run. Maybe. Who's your best player? I mean, if you're going off of the performances, well, our best actual player would be Ruben Rodriguez, that Cam. He was our top scorer last season, along with the right mid that we had on loan, Cozier de Berry. But he's been pretty average so far this season. We haven't had a lot of money to spend, which has been a bit of an issue. This guy's good as well. Javier Simons. Man loves a screamer. Oh, go on, Allison. Sean getting the assist as well. Maybe that'll spark a little bit of interest in him. Did a save on FM24 and randomly in the first 4 seasons, Altrincham got 4 promotions to the Prem. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Currently 3 seasons in with Birmingham, finding it surprisingly easy. Already made top 4. Have they not got like a load of money to spend though? Like I don't think they've got like a ridiculous backing, but I'm sure you get quite you get a decent chunk of money to spend with them. Do you not? Didn't get bought out or anything. No way. That almost sounds like a bug. Can we maybe go and nick another goal? Look at him, he's in down the left. Oh, go on, Dalbert. Sean with 2 assists. Maybe I wrote him off too early. I had a bit, however, I just loaned most players, then got promoted and spent a bit. Fair enough. GG's, man. It's a shame you did it with Birmingham, but GG's. What number have they given Suzuki for the Villa? I swear I just saw like number 54 or something stupid. Oh no, he's number 1. Because Emmy likes the number 23, doesn't he? I had to do it with my own team. Come on now. If you couldn't tell what I was just with me talking about Suzuki and Emmy Martinez, I'm a Villa fan, so. Yeah, it certainly looks like Martinez. Like the fact that we've actually gone and signed another striker, another goalkeeper, sorry, certainly suggests that Emmy will be leaving. I just don't know where now because it also looked like he was going to Juventus, and then obviously now Vicario's gone there. That looks like that's out the window. So will he end up at Spurs? It feels like a very much Spurs sort of signing. But you're a Villa fan as well? Well, come in. Tommy O'Reilly's doing all right, but Ruben's back, so let's give him some minutes to get some fitness. We'll bring Mabama on as well, see if he can get a goal. If our only chance of playing in the Prem is through FM26, then I have to do what I have to do. How did you get on the week? Did you draw 0-0? I'm pretty sure I remember seeing you drew. Was it half 5? It was the half 5 kickoff, wasn't it? On Saturday, you drew 0-0. So I remember thinking, I'm glad I didn't get back to see that. You reckon he'll go Chelsea? I mean, if anybody needs a goalkeeper, it's certainly Chelsea. But Bob Sanchez is crap. What do you think about the Watkins rumours? I can understand it from his point of view in terms of the financial. I could understand it from Villa's point of view because I don't think you're going to get too many more offers in the next couple of years to sort of get like big money for him with his age now. But at the same time, I feel like we'd need a replacement first. Like as much as like Majo looks like he's going to be he looks like he could be big for the future, and I like Tammy Abraham. I think you still need somebody else first. Surprising played all right last season was depressing. Sideways passes every game. Who's the manager at Birmingham? Actually, I think somebody asked me yesterday whether he was still on the game or not, or whether he was still with them on the game. You're a Sheffield United fan? You've just re-signed, what's his name? You? Maybe not just, but Calvin Phillips back on loan again. Man, his fall-off needs to be studied. We've just signed Baleba. Have you? Who's we? Apparently that Penders they have is meant to be alright. Away days return tomorrow. I reckon Watkins will stay, but I'm not sure I want to keep him. I'd happily keep him, but I do think for our position in terms of like PSR, SCR, and all that nonsense, I could understand what if they let him go. You've only just woke up. Disgraceful, that is. Have you actually signed him? I've literally just scrolled through Twitter and didn't see anything. So it's not done yet. No club to club agreement yet. But it's looking likely. Yeah, Ornstein's usually pretty good is pretty reliable, isn't he? Liam Delap would be a good signing for Villa if they ever went in for him. I don't know, man. He's got a lot to prove, hasn't he, after his time at Chelsea? Yo, Noah, thank you for the follow, mate. I'm a Sheffield United fan. I think Emmy will go to Chelsea as well because they need a better keeper. It's here we go soon, but so was Suzuki to PSG. You don't want him. You don't want Baleba. Joke United. Oh, I don't want. Neither of you want Baleba. The hell? Yeah, it did. You did kind of just make out that it's like he was standing there holding the shirt. By the way, Shun just got 2 assists and a goal in that last game. What a player! They should have signed Baleba 2 years ago. I mean, they wanted over 100 mil 2 years ago, though, didn't they? He's no good, overpriced. I don't think he's not coming off the back of a good season. I know that for sure, but I mean, I'm not sure I'd be saying I wouldn't want him. You definitely need that type of player in the middle. Wasted money spending on a left back and a backup striker. Yeah, but you've got no sort of defensive midfielder, have you? Not with Casemiro going and Ugarte out for the season. He's a Timu Caicedo. You could say that about almost every defensive midfielder in the world, mate. Chris Davis, our gaffer for now. I don't think I know who he is anyway. For now, suggests that he won't be signed for too long, though. Yo, Ron, thank you for the follow, mate. Welcome in. Santos and Tielemans, that's it, and they play 2 DMs. But they're not DMs, though. Neither of them are. Neither of them are remotely... Well, I don't know about Santos, but Tielemans is definitely not exactly the most athletic. Yo, Drizzy, thank you for the follow on Twitch as well, mate. Appreciate you, dude. And all the followers coming in. Noah, thank you for the follow, sorry. Right, some more of our scouts coming in. Bring Toby Collier through. We had a good season at Hull last year. Moinu, Tiedemann, Santos, Gore, Fletcher brothers. And we're going for another midfielder. Yeah, but you've just named like, what, Gore, Fletcher brothers are like, what, how old? Early 20s. Remember, you are Man United. Yeah, I agree. I from a tactical perspective, can totally understand why you'd go in for someone like Baleba. Someone just to win the ball back, someone athletic, someone just to start the attacks off, give it to the other. He wins the ball back, gives it to the other players. They crack on. Need a left back, and you ain't getting one now. You can't do it all in one window, though, can you? If Ugarte hadn't got done for the season, then I guess you wouldn't need another centre back. Well, I mean, you probably would need another centre mid, but you maybe wouldn't have gone for one yet. Verified people on Twitter that support Prem teams need studying. One has just said Baleba underperformed last season, so United would buy him. I need opinions on my creator club. What do you need, mate? Who says we can't get a left back? We are Man United. The owners forget we bought the class of 92. Yeah, but that's all well and good talking about the class of 92. But that was like a freak thing. Like, the chances of that ever happening again are very small to have that talented of a group all coming through at the same time. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying any of the players that you just mentioned aren't good enough to get through to the first team, because I've got no idea. But they still had good players around them to help the class of 92 break into the first team when they did so. Overperformed last season, and the fact that they only signed 3 midfielders, they're going to struggle. Well, you've got to remember, they'll be having minimum 2 games a week, won't they, for the majority of it now. What the Allison? Get in. Dan Gore and the Fletcher brothers are decent talents, but I tell you, they ain't Paul's goals. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like they could be really good, and they might have really good futures for the club. But yeah, I know. But come on now, like the level they all got to as well. Promise you, I watched a lot of the youth games for us, and none of them are good enough. Well, so you're agreeing with my point then, that they need to be going to sign someone like Baleba or someone of that position. Yeah, we're playing well there against Stoke as well. Do you watch the whole 90 minutes? No, mate. I just have key highlights. Just turns out we've had quite a few key highlights in the opening 20 minutes of this match. Playoff final for Worthing. Here we come. GG's. Good luck, mate. Imagine an academy where Nicky Butt or Gary Neville are the worst promoted youngsters. Mate, Gary Neville gets so much flack for being like an average defender, as like you weren't one of the best right backs in the world. It baffles me. Like I know he talks like he wasn't that good, but let me tell you, he was a very good player. He was literally one of the best right backs in the world. I don't know whether I'd say he's the Prem's best right back with how good Kyle Walker was, but he was definitely better than Kyle Walker defensively. Can you sign Cars Pasties for us? What? Villa should tell Tammy and get Bowen for wing striker and backup. I don't want Bowen. For as a Villa fan, right? I've watched us struggle for how many seasons now? With like the PSR and SCR and all the financial stuff. We cannot be going and spending 30, 40, 50 million on Jared Bowen, who's what, 28, 29, something now? You're never getting that money back. You can't afford to. Like, there's probably the reason why they haven't gone for Rashford, because one, it costs an absolute ton in wages, and two, you're never getting that money back. Do you have any stuttering with your FPS? If not, how do you fix it? I don't have any stuttering, mate. Maybe you've got your graphics settings on too high or something. Might not be Scholes level, but could turn out Phil Neville, Nicky Butt level in recent history. We had the De Silva twins. Let's be honest, one of them was okay. The other one was pretty crap. Darren Gibson was okay. Welbeck, I think you definitely sold too soon. Shawcross weren't that great. I mean, Michael Keane had to leave, didn't he? Where did he go? Didn't he go like Burnley or something before he ended up at Everton as well? Oh, the Tommy O'Reilly. But those players as well, whether they are like a Nicky Butt level or a Phil Neville, they'll be a backup anyway. So like, yes, you can have them in and amongst the first team, and that maybe they'll be the players that you bring on for the likes of Baleba when he needs a bit of a rest or he plays the odd game here and there. You can't be relying on those sorts of players as like in and around, like being like first team starters. Not yet, anyway. QPR versus Bolton prediction. Right, Bolton are going all the way. They're going to do the double. Now, to be fair, I haven't seen anything of QPR, and I don't really know too much about them. I don't really watch Championship football, but I thought Bolton looked really good last weekend. He's better than Walker. I don't know, man. United have ruined my day. Tom Cleverley was underrated. I don't know whether he was underrated. He did well for a period of time, though. Who was you want at Villa for a backup striker? I'm quite happy with Tammy Abraham. I think he's a lot better than people make out, and he did well for us when he came on last season. He just didn't get many minutes. But between him and Majo, if we as long as we keep Watkins, I'd be quite happy with that being our front three. I know obviously there's been loads of talk about Nicholas Jackson and that Emery wants him, but I don't know. Maybe Jackson would be really good as a starting striker, but I don't know. We were linked with Jackson before he even went to Chelsea. Oh my God, how has Alisson just missed that shot? Baleba will flop like last year. He's no good. Mate, you need... How are you so negative towards new signings for your club? Should be excited off the back of last season. Like, you've got... Oh, don't get me wrong. You're going to have, like, twice as many games to play, but... So negative, man. We only need a backup player, Manu Santos. Yeah, but Tielemans and Manu basically play the same role, and Santos isn't, like we just mentioned, he's not really the most defensive. I'm pretty sure, was Santos not brought in to basically be a backup anyway? It's hilarious as well, how people, like you're saying, why didn't Casemiro sign one more year? Do you not remember, like, was it 2 or 3 years ago? Casemiro was gone, his legs were gone, he was a flop, he was a waste of money, and then... Do you think he's will cope without Rodgers? Absolutely. As good as he was last season, there was quite a lot of games, and a lot of the time in games, where he did absolutely nothing. As much as I love him, and I think he's absolutely unbelievable, and he's only going to get better, I think we will cope. The only thing that worries me is, will we have the similar sort of output from that left-hand side? Because Garnacho has got a lot of... has got big boots to fill. Not the Louis Barry. Well, you have got Dorgo. He's not really a left back, is he? But maybe you could actually make him a proper left back. Hi from France. What do you think about St Etienne, the French club? I don't really... I know they used to be a lot bigger than they are now. They were always quite a big club while I was growing up anyway. I don't know too much about them though. Santos is better. Oh, I don't know where about that. This is Santos. He barely got even the Chelsea team. I think Villa will come 5th and City will win it. I'll tell you what, I was hoping City would at least do better, but after watching them in the Community Shield last week, I would be quite worried. I've got 2 Casemiro Madrid shirts. It's disgraceful as a Man United fan, that is. What do you mean? Oh, I don't think you can take that one away from Lukaku flourishing. I don't believe anyone's got a worse first touch than Lukaku. Harder to get in Chelsea team than the Brighton. Baleba wouldn't make Chelsea's bench. Yeah, but Baleba didn't play every match, did he? I don't think. Plus, he's like we've just said, he's not really a replacement for Baleba anyway. Not Baleba. Caicedo, sorry. He would be more of a replacement for Enzo in that Chelsea team, I would have thought. Arsenal won't win it. That looked good on the weekend, to be fair. That is a controversial one that I definitely would not agree with. Like I mentioned yesterday, because I know Bull Diller would agree with you, but that man's lucky to still be playing football, as far as I'm concerned. He's an absolute piece of shit. Whether he got acquitted or not. We heard the tapes. Right, I think I'll leave. Do I leave the team the same? You reckon Bradford get out at Wednesday? I think Sheffield Wednesday. I haven't seen too much with. I don't know much about Bradford, but I've seen Sheffield Wednesday. I've signed a few players from the Villa and stuff. They've made some good signings from what I've seen. I told you he was auditioning. Signed Callum O'Hare, the ex-Villa youngster, mate. He's made of glass as well. Yeah, I know, and it's like that to me. That doesn't it. Like looking at that, you think, oh, well, maybe he didn't. Then maybe it was worse. It just sounded worse than what it was. But you've seen how he treats and stuff in public. Like, I'm not having it, man. That bloke's a piece of shit. You remember Bradford Villa? Not really, mate. I do remember Bradford Stadium. I remember them being obviously a lot bigger than they are now, or a lot better than they are now, rather. To get to cup final, I don't remember that, mate. What year was that? No, because I think it's more different when you're that close because there's actual feelings involved. If you're just looking at it from a completely unbiased standpoint or no emotional standpoint. Well, he went Marseille and Fenerbahce, two clubs who like people like him. 2013. Right, my memory is not that good, mate. England would have won the World Cup if he was playing? Absolutely not. We'd still have Harry Kane playing in defence, mate. What do you mean? Welcome back, TD. Oh, get in. Oh, the flag went up. Of course it went up. I've seen a lot of West Ham fans basically happy that what's his name's gone and Wan-Bissaka's gone, calling him a snake and all that sort of stuff. But I think for Villa, it's a really good signing. As a backup right back to Matty Cash. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, you did hear that, Zach. He's better than Madueke. I mean, I don't think I can disagree with that one. Although I think they were saying that he downed tools and stuff, and that's why they were calling him a snake. I don't know whether they mean necessarily like this year or last year, but how's he a snake? He's a Prem level defender. Why would he waste the season in the Championship? I mean, I agree, mate, but what is going on here, by the way? How are we all of a sudden 3-0 down? Like, what the? We've just been cooking on gas, and now all of a sudden we're getting absolutely clapped by the baggies. Balaba's going to win us number 21. You shouldn't change your tune, mate. I genuinely think it'd be a really good signing for you. James Forrest, is he still going? What is going on here? Why are these scoring every attack? Who's me left back? Brandon Williams off. Lancashire Ballon d'Or. He's going for it, isn't he? With a bloody hat-trick. Just conceded 3 goals in 14 minutes. Lancashire's unreal on this game. I don't think I've ever even looked at him. I did notice him the last time we played them, because obviously I saw it was a big deal, the fact that he'd gone to Middlesbrough in real life. Square it. Why would you not square that? Oh my God, that shot was going into the stands. Had him on my Oxford save. He's had 7 shots, 7 on target and scored 4 goals. We've had 8 shots, 3 on target and scored 0. Love it. Have an Arsenal 26-27 home shirt in size medium on sale now. DM me. I'm alright, thanks. I have no idea how I'm losing 4-0, mate. Genuinely. We got back to 1-1. Goal got ruled out. We conceded 3 goals. Transfer special after this game. We can't, mate. I've got no money. Let's go very attacking just to concede more goals. I don't see a comeback at this point. What usually happens at this point is the game goes, oh, we'll make you think you've got a chance of a comeback and you'll score and maybe go 4-2 or 4-3, but you'll never actually pull it back to 4-4. See? No, we're in the Championship, mate. It's our second season with Bolton. Got promoted, came second in League One in our first season, and we're currently around Christmas. Well, just inside January in our second season. Sell that right back for 5 mil. A right back. Do you mean the winger? Shun, whatever his name is. Oh. Well, I'm glad I went. I'm glad I went very attacking. Louis Barry's wages were insane to start with. Request money. Well, the problem is the board took money off me, which certainly suggests they're not going to actually give me any money back. That's dropped us down to 5th place as well. There's a bit of a gap forming now. Well, that's not going to help, is it? Is anybody in our squad actually wanted? Dolby's wanted. 2 loans. We need to actually remove that loan listing. Conway is wanted. He's pretty decent, to be fair. I would prefer to keep him. He's been pretty solid for us at left back. Still need to get rid of this guy. No one will seem to make an offer for him. No, I was removing his loan listed status because he was loan listed when I started at Bolton. Just removing that. Don't you worry. He's not going anywhere. I'll tell you what, though. I wouldn't. If I had another striker, I would 100% be cancelling the loan with Mabama because he's been absolute garbage for us. I don't think has he even scored that many? Yeah. 3 in 12. How much am I paying of his wages? It's not what I meant. No, I'm not paying that much. See, this is the problem. I'm only paying 3k of his wages, right? If I go to try and loan somebody in with minus 52 in the wage budget already, I'm not going to be able to get somebody else in. Got West Ham up next as well. And the only way I'm going to be able to get somebody else in is if they're basically letting me have them for free. I mean, maybe. I said maybe. I can't even ask for it. Why do players do that when they sign for clubs? My dream move. Everyone does it. Maybe it genuinely is their dream move. Right, we'll give to Berry. You know what? Tommy O'Reilly's done not bad for me considering his I didn't really expect too much from him. Oh, we've got Gale back as well, haven't we? Yo, Joshy boy, thank you for the follow. And Gaz, thank you for the follow as well, boys. Appreciate yous. How we doing? Diamonde did it to Liverpool, then signed for Madrid. Maybe it's his dream in England, or it's his dream in Spain. Maybe he's got multiple dreams. Yo, Toffees, thank you for liking the live. Appreciate you. I'm doing alright, thanks, Joshy boy. How you doing? How you doing? Ollie Watkins is understood to be keen on the move to Al Hilal. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I bet they would be offering him an absolute wedge. I think they offered. I think it was a total of like 45 million package is what it said. Which, to be honest, I don't think is too far off of sort of. I mean, what would you realistically? I don't know. Is he 28, 29 now? How old is Ollie Watkins now? Oh, he's 30. He's 30 though, right? I'd be, yeah. I mean, what realistically are they expecting for him? 50? 60? Good, doing a Newport County career in FC26. Nice. Did they add much to career mode in FC26 this year? Because I haven't played it at all. Have you seen that match of the day? He's falling apart without Lineker. I think match of the day is, at this point is almost like kind of like football focused though, and it's like it's almost basically irrelevant. Because if you like the only people who are watching it are like basically maybe your dad or your granddad. Like if I want to watch the highlights of a match, I'm not watching match of the day. I'm watching it on YouTube. Also, up the BBC. Dalby's cooking. You still watch it with your dad? I haven't watched it in years, to be honest. And I'm pretty sure my dad still watches it because he gets up at like stupid o'clock, and he usually watches it like it's usually on at like what 7, half 7 or something in the morning on the Sunday morning or something. Nicholas Fulkrug scoring for West Ham. What am I saying? All new shows that they're putting on YouTube with Ashley Young, Robbie Keane, Thomas Frank, and Toby Alderweireld. I don't really care about any of them. So Ashley Young started doing those golfing stuff, hasn't he? I've just noticed. No, just read that one. We sat there with my hot chocolate. Must have been a while ago. Have you seen that that clip of Arshibin, by the way? Like it must be like some Russian YouTube video or some Russian advert or something where he's just doing some stupid dance. And someone like I saw it was like tweeted with like this guy scored 4 goals against so and so or something. Come on, let's get back in front. In the Arsenal versus United legend teams, they're so bad. Go have a look. How can the United? What are they play? Is that a game that's happening today or something? If you could pick a host and 3 pundits, who would your ultimate team be? Mine would be Lineker, host, Michael Richards, Thierry Henry, and Alan Shearer. Yeah, I don't mind Lineker as the host. I quite like Roy Keane just for the fact that he's quite funny. Oh, go on then. Yeah, Roy Keane's got to be one for me. Micah for me doesn't add anything. I don't mind Daniel Sturridge either. To be fair, I like how he breaks things down. Breaks things down for the attacker. Cesc Fabregas was really good when he did it as well, but obviously can't really call him a pundit when he's managing Como. I like the analysis on Match of the Day. Rooney's good. I like the no nonsense with Rooney. Don't know. I don't mind Alan Shearer. I don't mind him. Ian Wright grates on me a bit now, and I know everybody loves him, but he just does my titty now. He calls Gary Neville Gale. That's enough. It's enough for me. Talking of Gale. My team is built on the ultimate banter experience rather than the stat tactic analysis. What about that woman from the World Cup? I don't know. Who did the World Cup now? I know there was the ex-Chelsea manager. What was her name now? She weren't too bad, to be fair. She knows what she's talking about in terms of the women game, at least. Emma Hayes, that's it. She knows what she's talking about. And she certainly knows more about tactics than I do, so... Can hear a bit of a Brummie accent. What do you mean? Thank you for the follow, mate. Although I'm not from Birmingham. I'm from Wolverhampton. That was a good win, that was. I wasn't even really paying attention, but good win. Good win. Good win. I reckon I could beat her as a manager. I went unbeaten for a season. Don't think she's ever done that. She knows what she's talking about, man. FM26, mate. Although the category says otherwise. Could somebody just please come and take this man off me? Why are you a Villa fan then and not a Wolves or Walsall or Solihull? Well, Solihull Moors is definitely further away. But my dad's a Villa fan, so. Just a bunch of sexists online with flaming her for no reason. Yeah, making it look. I mean, to be fair, they didn't do great for her, did they? Putting her in that area that looked like a kitchen. They really didn't do very well with that. Game name FM26, mate. Football Manager 26. Love it. Don't see many streamers on here playing Football Manager. Hopefully, I can get all the viewers then playing it. Guys, if you do like Football Manager content, I'm not always live. So you could go and drop a subscribe over to my YouTube, and that'd be really appreciated because we're trying to get that growing. I'm currently making YouTube videos on there for a Deportivo save. So if that is something that you are interested in, Super Sammy Plays on YouTube. Go subscribe. It is completely free. I was hoping to have another one of the videos done by today, but I think I faffed around too much yesterday, and that is not going to happen, unfortunately. So it will be tomorrow. At Brighton in the FA Cup next. I wonder if how big they're going to go for this. Mate, she is an absolute clown. She's doing more harm to the women's game than anything else. He plays for Wigan. Oh, that's his son, that is. I don't know whether he's any good, but I know that's his son. I run a gaming team for an agency who's run by a yam. Do agency interests? Nah, not really, mate. Not really. You know what? It's mad, right? I didn't even know that was a thing. The amount of messages I've had about agencies since just streaming once, it's crazy. Like my message requests on TikTok is literally just full of agency stuff. I'll put you back in. Actually, no. You know what? We'll give Louis Barry a game. Cozy DeBerry can't play because it's his parent club. Throw you in there. And we'll throw you in there. Most of them are AI. Most of them don't even have a company house. I don't understand how the agencies make money from it is what makes me laugh. Because like, as far as I'm aware, they don't take anything and it's free. So where does the agency get their money from? Why didn't United pay the Tonali price? Because you wanted Palabra on the cheaper, mate. That's why. I'd be absolutely seething with this window if I was a Villa fan. What? Because we've signed Aaron Wan-Bissaka. What? TikTok pay the agency, no money comes from the crowds at all. Yeah, that's what I don't understand. I don't understand. They get money by selling your private details. If you need a good striker, sign Nathan Apoku. He is class. Well, we have got Dalby, but me backup striker has been absolutely garbage, so maybe that is something we look at, mate. Should I use advice on tactics before every match on FM? I completely ignore all that stuff, mate. I set my tactics and I completely ignore any sort of suggestions of instructions from my assistant for that kind of things. What a finish, by the way, from Sam Dolby. What a goal that is to get us in front. I'm all good, thanks, mate. I appreciate it, though. Don't want to give any sort of false hope that I'd be interested in joining an agency when kind of happy just doing my own thing. Would you play FM26 Touch or mobile version? Not sure. I wouldn't personally, mate, because I'm always in the house, so I've got no need to. I'd rather play this, which is a fuller, more in-depth version. Apart from the mods, do you ever reckon they'll have actual stadiums in FM? I can't see why not, to be honest. I've said this multiple times, right? I can't understand why this game doesn't look like something like FIFA. Why graphically it isn't, like, don't get me wrong, graphically this is better than it has been before, but I can't understand how it's not on a par with something like FIFA at this point. We're in 2026, man. Oh, mate, we'd have to strengthen probably the whole team. Realistically, who's like, my right back won't be too bad eventually. I think the left back's not too bad. I think my cam's all right. Would Dolby make the step up to the Prem? I don't know. Maybe Simon's in defensive midfield, but realistically, we would have a lot to improve on to make this team Prem ready. See what I mean? Nobody even wants him on FM. I don't know too much about him, to be honest. I've had him before as a right back, Norton Cuffey. I signed him for... Is that my Villa save? I think it was maybe on my Villa save I signed him. Never really progressed, but sold him for big money. Yo, Sam, thank you for the follow, mate. Welcome in, welcome in. Maybe sneak a winner in this one. Not with Allison giving the ball away like that. Good save, though. Good save from the keeper. Just to concede from the corner. Sick. Love that. Glad he made that save just to concede from the next chance. Good effort, though. Good effort. Should probably have made some subs by now, shouldn't I? Weren't paying attention. Mabama, here's your chance. Trying to think the best way to run FM on an Acer laptop. I don't really know too much about laptops, mate. I'd maybe... You can get away with like, dropping the graphics all the way down, though. Just depends what the processing speed's like. You might struggle with like a bigger database and stuff. And it's a shame we lost that. Thought we were going to win that at one point. Started off well anyway. Say he's put graphics on high. I mean, depends how good your laptop is, I suppose. You could leave it on high, but if you're struggling. If it is struggling, maybe just drop it down a little bit. Yo, Samuel, thank you for the follow on Twitch, mate. Appreciate you. Try to see what I can do. Yeah, just try it, man. If it's struggling, just drop it down a little bit. Drop the graphics down a little bit. Got football tonight. Who did you play for? Is it just a local team or? Mate, I wish this guy would do one, man. I don't want to leave. Well, stop moaning about your game time then. Who do you support? I'm an Aston Villa fan, mate. What about yourself? Are you watching Cove Rangers? Up the Cove Rangers. Just down the road from where just down the road from where I used to work anyway. Kind of. You're a Brentford fan. Don't see too many of those out in the wild, mate. Need that McEachran to go and move on to give us a bit of money. It might help us actually. Actually, I bet it won't even do much to the wage budget. I'm pretty sure I put 500k of the transfer budget into the wages, and it's still 50k over. So, right, we've got Cozy to Berry back. Randall can come out. Can he? No, might as well stay in. Right, let's see if we can beat Fulham. That's true. Yeah, that's true. I'll have a look in a sec. Well, this is a bit flat, isn't it, this one? And that makes no difference. Sick. Love that. This is going to be a fun watch for us. For us. Where are these sitting in the table at this point? Never mind. This is really flat, in it, in this stadium. Go on then. Oh, you could have squared it then. Oh, go on then. Lovely stuff. Why is no caller ID and scam still a thing in 2026? Because people still fall for it, mate. That's why. Unfortunately. Oh, good effort. Right, these are currently... They're falling down to 16th. Holy moly. And it will put us back up to 3rd. Ooh. What have you done with your camera? I haven't done anything, mate. It's the stadium. What mod do you use? It's the 3D stadium mod, mate. Bassy Boy's 3D stadium mod. It's just for this one. It's a bit... I mean, I can't remember what the buttons were to... F4? Or was it T? I can't remember what the button was to bring it up. I can't... Nope. Which one was it now? I think it's F5. There we go. We'll look like we're sat in the stands now. It's still a bit flat though, isn't it? Is it F? Which one was it? F6? No. It keeps dropping it down. You know what? Let's go over this side, shall we? A big stadium here. Why can't I spin it round? There we go. Not the greatest view in the world, but at least we can you can at least see what's going on now. Rather than that little shed of a stand. Oh, go on then. Javier Simons. See what's stupid is the replays from this stand. So why is the camera not from this stand? We're going to need more from Louis Barry as well, by the way. This man is just not doing it for me. Dolby's not having a great game either. So we'll get the Bammer on, give him another chance. They've got some good players, haven't they? Fulham. I know, yeah. Look at their team as well, by the way. Got Julian Brandt. Obviously got Wilson Odobert. Good block. Yeah, same with West Ham. Their team was still ridiculous, especially for this level. The fact that they kept everyone. Still got Smith Rowe. They've got Brennan Johnson up front. I can't remember. They weren't doing great when they beat us. I know we beat them, didn't we? Just last time we played them. Played them just a couple of games ago. Give them a little praise. See if they can give us a... That'll calm them down so we get a third goal. This is where they go and score now, and then I praise them. Nearly. Oh, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Yo, Kevin, thank you for sharing the live, mate. Appreciate you. Yeah, if Fulham and stuff don't get promoted, I'll 100% be looking at players from them as well. Sheffield Wednesday save isn't going to plan. 10th in the Championship, coming back up from League One. I mean, that's not too bad. 10th in the Championship. That was a good win, that was, away at Fulham. Put us back up to 4th. Forest are in and amongst it, though, aren't they? What's Alisson Edward like? He's done okay, to be fair. He's not done too bad. What's his He's done 7 goals and 5 assists in 18 and 12, so not putting up anything incredible, but he's been okay. I mean, yeah, obviously you always want promotion, but I mean, 10th isn't too bad. Yeah, Sam, thank you for the follow. We've had a load of Sams coming today, haven't we? Marcos Jr. Don't know who these is. Marco Bizot. Oh, he's retiring. We keep winning 5 in a row, then losing 5 in a row, and I don't know what to do. What's your squad dynamics like? Is there any issues with that, or? Max Aaron wouldn't be a bad signing. I'm just not sure how much he'd play, though. He's on a lot of money as well. We'll add him to the shortlist. I don't know what you're on about, mate. Definitely don't. Idrissa Gueye? I did not realise he's that old. Harry Maguire? Nathan Apoko. Let me have a look at him. Give him a scout. We have good depth and we dominate every game we lose. Maybe it's just your strikers just not being consistent enough. Have you got like quite young strikers? Maybe you need a little bit more, or like maybe you've got like a really young team. You just maybe need a little bit more experience. Like when we lose, I have about 10 shots on target and don't score. That's generally, I think that's maybe just a football manager thing, to be honest, mate. But Harry Maguire's on an absolute wedge. That's the problem with him. Like, I'm not going to be able to afford any sort of wages for him. Lucas Nemecha wouldn't be a bad one, you know. Maybe. I don't know, actually. He looks pretty average. Mario Balotelli. Get him in. Gavin Bazunu. He looks okay. Not great, though. Jan Valerie's class. I'm sure we scouted him in the summer. He upgrades massive. Who? You on about what's his name? Bazunu. About 15. Jan Valu's class gets about 15 assists a season for me. Yeah, and I was going to say, I know somebody mentioned about Valerie. Callum Wilson retiring. Chris Woods at Krasnodar on loan. Jason Steele. I didn't realise he's that old. He's retiring as well. Alexandra Lacazette. Oh, what a player. You need a better Papa Musa Fall in your life? Hello, Chelsea. Sorry, I didn't see your message. How we doing? Papa Musa Fall. Let me give him a scout. Nope. Nope. Got no money. Go on, boy. You just seem to be doing just fine without me anyway. He's absolutely massive. Bullied the Prem while being 2-star. Let's see what the scouts think of him. It's the bands. I do agree. I do agree with that. Don't get that playing Football Manager on my own at night or while I'm making a video or something. Is Thomas starting school? I have no idea. Yeah, I know, but I've got no money to bring anyone in, have I? Like they only want $1 million for Ryan Kent, which would be ideal, but I just haven't got the money. Mate, you are pissing me off. Oh, hang on. Oh, they're all loans though. No, this one. Least percentage. He's your nephew. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know how the school system works, Chelsea. I know the kids up in Scotland go back quicker, don't they? They go back earlier than they do down here. Yeah. Yeah, I think I saw your pictures the other day, which is the only reason I knew that. I'd bring him in if I could pay his wages, but we don't. Try Barry in a swap deal. We've only just signed Barry. Maybe he's just gonna be it'll just be a slow burner. Can't you do it so you're paying installments with no upfront fee? It's the wages that's the problem. With 50 grand a week over wages, so I don't want optional future fees. I need mandatory future fees. That Diatta's very good. He might be, but we can't bloody bring anyone in because I've got no wages. Where is Diatta? Look, let me see if I can try and make an offer for him. I said that when I was signing him, and you all went, "Oh, just get him anyway." So I did. And he's been crap. Yeah, see, I can't offer these wages. Terminate Barry, you'll have wages then. I don't think the board are going to let that happen, mate. Got a knob. Looks like a knob. Oh. Well, that's not my fault, is it, mate? That's not my fault that you weren't here. Oh, look, we've got Pembele back finally. Which means... I'm probably going to have to drop one of my loanees, aren't I? Well, he's injured. So I've definitely got to play the goalkeeper this time. Shall we... Oh, it's got to be Mabama. Oh, we got... Oh, no, Gale's injured. I mean, I really don't have many options, to be honest, but... Did not mean to do that. I need McEachran to do one, man. He keeps rejecting everyone. Gale did come back and then he got injured again. Right, we need to win this. Get Reed and get Kent. Get him in. Where would this put us actually if we win this? I think we were level on points, weren't we? We're third, so I mean, I'd obviously would prefer to try and get auto promotion rather than playoffs, but I mean, oh, go on, Javier Simons, what a player! Xavi Simons has got nothing on this guy. Offer them Barry and Gale for Kent. I think Barry's worth like 5 mil or something. He's got no interest in him though at the minute either. The problem with Barry as well is we're gonna unless like a big team comes in for him, we're gonna struggle to get rid of him because of those wage demands. Javier Simons, mate, what a player he is. Scores all the goals from central midfield or defensive midfield. I forgot these have got the these are basically the Villa B team, aren't they? These have got all the Aston Villa loanees. I don't like the fact that we scored the first goal and then constantly under attack. No, not Branny. Go on, Dolby. Go on, Dolby. Go on, Dolby. What a player. Never doubted him. The assistant's flag goes up. Shove it up your hoop. So who have these got? Who was the other one that they had? Oh, they had Mascara, didn't they? They've got Wilson, Redmond, and they had Mascara, but Mascara doesn't seem to be there now. Yo, Canal, thank you for the follow on Twitch, mate. Appreciate you. No, I'm an Aston Villa fan, James. What about yourself? Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you, dude. Had a load of follows today. It's been well busy. Liverpool and Bolton. Don't see that every day. Yo, Die Hard, thank you for the follow as well, man. Appreciate you. What's the reason for Liverpool and Bolton then? What about yourself, Die Hard? Who do you follow? Her support? Family? Family for both? Fair enough, mate. Bolton look good on the weekend. I'm not sure. I expect Liverpool to be doing the same. They look like they still need a lot of signings. Go on, Alisson. Oh, why is Alisson not shot there? You're a Rangers fan. You bloody lost me my bet. Like my first bet of the season went down because Rangers lost to frigging Hibs. We're crap, Liverpool. You definitely need some midfielders, man. There's like no physicality in Liverpool's midfield at all, is there? But Labour fan, me, big fan. Go on. What do you know about Solomon, Engels, and Pirro? I thought Solomon looked really good. Was it at Fulham where he did really well before he went to Tottenham? Engels, is he the one that did? Was he the one that was at Celtic? He looked really good, and Pirro obviously scored a lot of goals for Leeds. They're hard to watch these days. I'm playing FC27 right now. How you doing that? Is it? I don't think it was out yet. Well, it's definitely not out yet. Is it? Is it the beta or something? Esri Konsa to Arsenal. Oh no! Don't tell me that. Oh, go on, Louis Barry. Please be onside. No, offside again. Of course it is. There's the beta. I never bother with betas, to be fair, but how's it feeling? Solomon was at Fiorentina. It's feeling laggy. Some things in life are almost guaranteed, and FIFA being laggy is almost one of them. Arsenal closing in on a deal to sign Ezri Konsa from Villa, 28-year-old defender on Arsenal's target list all summer, and work now advances with Villa to finalise after dialogue at ownership level to reduce valuation gap of England international. Oh no. That's not looking good, Brev. We haven't even... I've not even seen us linked with another centre-back to replace him. I think Rodgers will be unreal for Chelsea. I think with the way that they're playing, with the 2 10s, and Cole Palmer and Rodgers being those 2 10s, I can see them being unreal. To be fair, it's the beta, yeah, but the beta is usually the best part about it. The beta and the game at the start are usually the best time of the season for FIFA, and then they update it into the ground and absolutely ruin the game. It's usually what happens. I'm an Aston Villa fan, Josh. Yeah, but your heartbreak is the fact that you just signed somebody that you didn't want. How do you think I felt when we signed Garnacho? Losing Ezri Konsa, who's arguably one of our best players, is a bit different. Yeah, I did assume when you asked that question, mate. I'll give you Martinez or De Ligt from us on a free. You can take both. I don't think either of them can ever stay fit, can they? No top four for yous. I mean, you know what? I was quite confident going into the season with the signings that we're making, even though we've lost Rodgers and whatnot. But I tell you what, if we lose Ezri Konsa and Ollie Watkins, whether we replace them well or not, that is a massive overturn of players or overhaul of players to try and get to gel, especially this close to the season. By the way, that's why you can have them on a free. I'm right, thanks. Yoro on loan, you need him, mate. Who's your captain? John McGinn. John McGinn. Tottenham signing 3 attackers before deadline. Who are they looking at signing? You don't rate Watkins? I don't think you can knock what Watkins has done for Villa since we signed him. That man scores goals. And you know what? Everyone said he was crap last season. He was having a rubbish season. He ended up being like the 4th top scorer in the season or something. That was even after having such a poor start. Did I miss them? Man, I skip over so much stuff when I'm like chatting waffle to you guys. Doesn't look great, does he? No Scotland, no party. Steve Clark started, aren't they? There was still a party when they got knocked out of the World Cup, mate. Don't you worry about that. Mate, I'm going to absolutely lose my head with this geezer. I'm not even speaking to you. To get the FA Cup logo, what mod did you use? Like logo pack? I didn't, mate. You don't need to for the FA Cup because it is already what's the word? They've already got the rights to it, so you don't need to for that. No worries. Go enjoy work, mate. I'll catch you tomorrow. At least they get into the World Cup in well. Do you not remember when Wales got into the World Cup though? Like, why are all these options so poor? Are any of these negotiable? No. No. Does it say anywhere whether it's negotiable? Just give me 2.5 mil for him. That's all I want. 2022. The problem they've got now is they've no longer got Gareth Bale to drag them into everything, have they? Where's the goalkeeper? Is he they're still injured, isn't he? Oh, I've got Pembele. He's recommended. Still some way short. I'll put him back in then. Allison's still on 7.5. We'll get Cozy at DeBerry. We'll put him back in. And you know what? We'll put. You know what? No, I'm going to stick with Louis Barry. I'm going to stick with him. Yeah, he had a hair transplant. Had a hair transplant at the start of the summer. That's why he shaved his hair. Didn't even think he really needed one, to be honest. And then you saw how much they added when he showed the pictures, basically. Oh, up the Dolby, 45 seconds in. How's it going? Doing all right, mate. We're just struggling for signings is the main thing. Oh, up the Ruben Rodriguez. We are gooking. Been to Champions League semis 3 seasons in a row now and lost all in the last 10 minutes. Oh, dear. What a crap goal to concede that is. Goalkeeper's got to save that. I got done in the Champions League. I think it was the round of... It was either the first knock... I think it was the first knockout round. Twice in a row by Benfica. And both times we did well in the first leg. And then in the second leg, we got... I think we got... Both times we basically had someone sent off. Somebody picked up a big injury and we ended up losing both times. And I was fuming because we were way better than them. We just completely threw both games away. Did you sell Sean? No, we haven't managed to get rid of him yet, mate. We keep getting loan offers with options to buy, and they're only like 20-30% of his wages. Yo, Kobe, thank you for the follow, mate. Welcome into the Twitch stream. Desperate for a new goalkeeper. That's one thing I might be able to say financially. I could send this goalkeeper back and bring Bonham back in and just register one of the other goalkeepers, or potentially bring a new goalkeeper in. But I don't think he's on too much in wages, so I don't think it's like there's that much of a need for it. The only thing is obviously it would save me on the loan players. Obviously, we've currently got 6 loan players and I can only play 5, so... Well, these have got Jeremy Monger on loan from Leicester. So Gustavo Heimer's gone back to Coventry, hasn't he, for their now that they're in the Premier League. Good save keeper. Come on, let's get another goal. Make this a little bit more comfortable again, shall we? We don't like blow anyone away, do we, in this? I mean, I know we're in the Championship, our first season in the Championship, but we haven't like absolutely really blown anyone away. He's not been that great this time round either, Cozy Edeberry. Steven Gerrard, by the way, manager of these. Football Manager 26, mate. Louis Barry, man. Why is Louis Barry so poor for me? I would expect more from him. Like, especially at this point. Like, maybe he could have started slow and struggled to adapt and whatnot, but at this point, I would have expected a bit more from him. Oh, that's crap from DeBerry. Is it going to cost us? Try signing Lewis Page. I think he's probably too expensive for... Well, he's definitely too expensive for us. I've got no money at all. Let's demand a bit more, shall we? I can't, like I just said, I've already got too many loans. I've already got 6, so I can only play 5. So even when everybody's fit, I can't play everyone. So I don't really want to be making any more loans, not unless we cancel one. And I can't really afford to cancel any because we've got no wage budget available. Not the Alisson Edwards. Okay, that comes on. Louis Barry scores almost instantly. Unreal. He's been so much better than Louis Barry. I'm gonna have to have a word with Louis Barry. We're gonna have to have a conversation with him. Well, we've got a penalty here. The budget is currently 0, mate, and minus 50,000 in the wages. So it's not exactly going too well in terms of the finances. Dolby missed his last penalty. Can he make up for it this time? Goalkeeper's doing all right. Dodgy thrusting movement there. Never mind. You know what? I didn't see this coming from Dolby. Like, he did okay for us last season, but it was Mason Burstow who was the top scorer. I didn't expect Dolby to be scoring all the goals. You know what? If I had a decent young striker that I could put on the bench, I'd cancel Mbama's loan because he's been absolutely useless for us. Oh dear, you can't be giving that one away. That's it. Take the foul. Oh, what an effort that is. Well, after I just said we haven't really blown anyone away. Go and beat them 4-1. To be fair, you said you haven't blown any away. Mate, literally. Hey, we're up to second. Oh, they have got a game in hand, but we are up to second. We've made some comeback, you know. We'd properly dropped off. We're doing all right here to be back up to second place. Give everyone a rest. We've got Swans up next. McEachran, will you just do one? This geezer has rejected about 7 loans. How much is he on a week? He's on $6,500 a week. He's not even like he's on loads of money. And to think you predicted to avoid relegation. I know, and they still won't let me change anything, will they? Oh, hang on. Do you not think I've tried, mate? Getting the offers is not the problem. Getting the offers is not the problem. Getting him to accept an offer or him to accept a new contract at one of these clubs is the issue. He just keeps rejecting everyone. Why is everyone obsessed with the loans as well, man? No one considers him a priority. Sick. Is Fingy injured? Gale's injured. Bonham's injured. Goes back from injury. We'll put you on there. Put you there and then swap them. Right, you're coming off. I've had enough of you. And we're going to go DeBerry and Allison as the wingers. And what was I going to do? Pembele. Put Pembele in. You get to the Prem this season, sign Max Elaine. Could do, yeah. I just don't know whether he... I think it's the wages, but I don't think he's not even like necessarily on big wages. I'll tell you what, my first signings are always terrible. Up the Ronald McDonald. Where are Swansea in the league, actually? Not that it really matters, because we're capable of losing to anyone. But... it's almost like I saw it happening, isn't it? Swansea have been moving up to 8th. So what are they, 9th, 10th? Unreal. Absolutely unbelievable. Oh, this has been a poor match, innit? Nothing's happened at all. I'd like to see a little bit more in the second half, boys. Actually, like to turn up in this one. That would be great. Where are Fulham and how are West Ham 13th? Go on, Allison. Oh, you've got to bury that, man. Fulham are down in 18th. And West Ham are 15th. There's only Forest that are still doing okay. They're fighting us. The top of the table. What is going on? There's been absolutely no chances in this game at all. Get Tommy O'Reilly on. I mean, looking at these bench, I really haven't got players to be bringing on to change the game for me, have I? Let's bring Barry on. Maybe Barry can win us the game. Or not win us the game, but at least get us back into it. Unless Arsenal flop completely, they should be walking the league. I don't know about walking the league, but they should. You would expect them to win it again for sure. Go on, Louis. Red Baleba has 1 assist in his whole Premier League career. Baller. What a crap game that was, by the way. That was on my birthday. What a birthday present that was. Absolute heap of shite. We are currently running at a loss and simply cannot afford to spend the money. Cheers, guys. Thanks for your ambition. You're right, I had a birthday to forget with that performance. That was absolute garbage. That was absolute garbage. Finally got ourselves back into contention at the top of the table, and then two games left of the season for me. I'm Man U on 70 points. First and second. Oof. Oof. Hey, what's the difference in points? How are these getting these loan players? Like, I never saw any of these available when I was trying to bring players in. Let's see if there's any loan listed strikers. Osula. Harry Grays, mate. Brian Maggio. Why do Al Hilal sign all the mid players over under 50 mil? Because they can, mate. Is it cheating if I download and use a broken tactic in FM? It's not cheating, but I think you definitely get more satisfaction when you've made the tactic yourself. But if you're no good at making tactics, then I couldn't do what you want. You want to at least enjoy the game, don't you? So, right, do I go for Maggio? Harry Gray looks a little bit worse. Can't lie, even though he's more expensive. What do they want for him? I don't know. I can't offer regular starter. You know what? Actually, I can offer what I like because I definitely can't offer that. Can't offer any of that actually. Yeah, because they wouldn't be able to take him back anyway. Mate, all the Villa players. What about Asula? What do they want for him? Oh, they want 32,000 a week. I'm alright, thanks. I don't think we can offer that. Harry Gray doesn't look good enough yet. Um, hmm. Every time I look at this Muyuka, he looks crap, but yeah, he looks terrible, man. He looks so bad. Maybe I'll just remove the strike. No, because I only need a striker, don't I, really? I think we're just going to have to accept that we're this is the team now until the end of the season. It's the wages that's the issue, though, because if they want any sort of a wage contribution, we haven't. I know they don't have to be loan listed, but it's actually like you're more likely to they're more likely to like basically want less of the contribution, aren't they? As soon as they want a contribution, we're just absolutely screwed. J Morgan, Jimmy J Morgan. I don't know. I don't know who this guy is. I've never heard of him before. About this guy. How much? I'm alright, thanks. Who's this guy? Bergzorg. About this guy. I just want so much of the wages. Yeah, Rod, thank you for the follow, mate. I just don't think I'm in a position to be trying to get anyone in. I just can't pay any of their wages, so I'm just going to leave it. Just wasting time. I'm not being able to even bring anyone in anyway. We're just going to have to rely on what we've got, I'm afraid. I could do, to be fair. I don't know whether he's... I don't understand why he's been so bad for us. He doesn't look that bad. I mean, his average rating, it's only 6.83. It's not like it's awful. Is it Forest up next? I can't even see that badge. Oh yeah, I can see it on the other side. Feels like an odd signing, that does. This is when you get injuries, though. This is. It's just after the transfer window when you get injuries. It's always when it happens. It's like, oh, the window's closed. Now you get all the injuries. Now we're gonna your player's gonna be out for the next 3 months. Yo, Charlie, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. She ain't taking ill. Just a cold. Nothing too bad. Nothing too bad. Forest and Ipswich up next. Forest are just in front of us and Ipswich are just behind us. So this is 2 big games coming up. Oh, that'd be something, wouldn't it? This Nathan Apoke doesn't look very good by the look of it. Right. Well, you can go on. Actually, I don't think you can I? Because we've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so he can't go in there. Gale's still injured. And if I've got an under 21 striker or something, I can just pour in on the bench. He doesn't look as horrific as some of the other players. He doesn't look great like either, but he's out on loan. Are these actual? Well, he definitely couldn't play anyway. No, he's a cam. He doesn't look as good either. You know what? I'm gonna bring him up to the senior squad. Where is he though? There he is. Right, I'm gonna start Louis Barry because we've just had a word with him. We told him we're gonna need more from him. So let's see. See whether he does do more for us. What's happening, Larkin? How are we, mate? No, thank you for the follow, Larkin. I thought you already followed me, to be honest, but... Well, this is a massive away match, this is. UV's got... They've still got Gibbs White. Oh. We're not going to go score straight from the kickoff, are we? No. I was getting rid of some people I was following, so I might have accidentally done you. Well, you followed back again, mate, and that's all that matters. Great start. I started with Bolton, not you know. How far have you got into it? 2 promotions in a row? Christ alive. You got through that quick, haven't you? Are you a simulator, man? Do you like just picking your team, buying your players, and then simulating the seasons? Yeah, the graphics are... Like, I keep saying it right. I just think the graphics at this point should be so much better than they are. The fact that you even have to download a stadium mod for the stadiums to be somewhat, well, to actually be realistic and make it look better. Look like grey Subaru Imprezas or Lancer Evos. Give them an encourage, shall we? It looks like they've all kept all of almost everyone, haven't they? I mean, I don't know who one of the centre backs is, David Carmo, and I don't know who the goalkeeper is, but generally they've kept the majority of the players, haven't they? Like every single relegated side. What a crap kick that is. Go on, Barry. It's a great ball. Oh, you've got to bury that. It was lovely by Louis Barry, that was. Who's your best signing? I don't really know, to be honest. That's how good my signings have been. I don't really even know. Dolby's been my best player. Allison and Pembele have both been pretty good on loan. Capacchio's been a good signing for right back for the future. To be honest, the centre back for Fjeld, he's not done anything noticeable, but he's also just been really solid. And go on, get in. He's been really solid and caused no issues for me at centre back, so maybe him. Maybe sneak in front just before half time. You just quick sim games, yeah. I did assume, seeing as you said you'd done 2 seasons already. Go on, Conway. Oh, go on, Conway. We have snuck in front. I don't think he's played as much as you might think, though. That's the only reason I wouldn't say him. I don't think he's actually played too much. He's been decent though. He's certainly been decent, especially the fact that we got him on a free transfer. He's done slightly better. He did put a great ball through to Rodriguez that he didn't bury, unfortunately. But he's certainly been a little bit better in that first half. I'm managing Hull in the Premier League at the moment. How are you getting on? What's happening, Dazza? How are we, fella? I'm doing terrible in the Prem. Are you struggling? Hopefully, I'll have that to come next season, mate. If we can get another promotion. Just got promoted, so scrapping but building up slowly. Decent. Who's your biggest signing that you've made so far? He's on a 3-game fraud watch. He's on more than a 3-game fraud watch, mate. He's been bang average so far this season. Go on, sneak him in. You've got to score that. Oh my god. That's 3 big chances for Rodriguez and he's only scored 1. Just playing my Middlesbrough save at the moment. Got Champions League with domestic form has fallen off a cliff. Oh my lord. That is a blast from the past. How we doing? How we doing, Chris? Diambu is a quality midfielder I've signed. I've not heard of him. Where did you have him from? Oh, right, okay. We're giving him 3 games to sort his career out, are we? A whole 16 minutes, you know. What a hero. I appreciate that, you know. On TikTok as well. That's wild. I literally just put them on there just so there's something going on TikTok. They are all on YouTube if you actually prefer to watch them in big screen. What a hero. Always loved you, mate. Even if you are a little bit nuts. I'm doing okay, mate. I'm doing okay. Work is not so work is not that side of things not so well, but what about yourself? I haven't spoken to you in forever, man. Is that my third choice goalkeeper, Teddy Sharman Lowe, between the sticks? It is, mate. He's been okay, to be honest. He's not been as good as I was expecting. His stats don't look too bad, or his attributes don't look too bad, but although no Champions League success, I've won 2 Prems in 4 seasons, so I should win it again. It's not bad, that, mate. That's a massive win, by the way, for us just beating Forest. From a foreign league, I think France is 4.5 star potential. Let me have a quick look. What was his name again? Diambu. Mamadou Diambu. We'll give him a little scout. Aberdeen the champs. Mate, we won the champs plenty of times in that save. Can we not talk about work right now? My job is nothing but stress. I mean, at least you've got money coming in, mate. I've not worked in over a year now. Just can't get I can't, like, there's just, the oil industry is just on its arse, mate. Guardiola was unhappy with his loan agreement. Well, mate, if he scored goals, he'd be playing, wouldn't he? Amorim spotted at Old Trafford. Yo, what's happening, Time? How are we, mate? He's got all the right attributes to be fairly competent Championship keeper. Then he starts developing. When he starts developing, he doesn't look. I don't think he looks bad at all. But I mean, he's not been terrible. He's just not being quite as good as I was expecting. What do you mean? He's being a football manager, not a job. I mean, if it paid, then yeah. I don't think keeper looks bad at all, to be honest. But Is what it is. Doing okay, just have a bad headache, but apart from that, I'm okay. I'm alright, thank you, pal. I am just getting a little bit hungry now. Get some tablets down you. Sort that headache out. Haven't. It's family business. We're in research and development money. Out. Not much in wage. It's halved and halved again recently. Oh, that doesn't sound great then. Doesn't sound ideal. Yeah. I know the feeling, mate. It is not good at the moment. It is real rough. What are you doing with yourself these days? Are you still playing much of anything? Hey, fingers crossed, mate, for sure. Fingers crossed. Right, Pembele's going to have to come out. I definitely forgot to rest my entire team, which is not ideal going into this one. We have at least got Sheehan back. How many games did Gore play? He's only started 13, to be fair, but he's not really progressing either. I would like to have seen a lot of upwards arrows in those technicals, but maybe it's the lack of quality coaches and training. Just beat Chelsea 3-0. Hey, GG's. Found a Red Bull in the fridge. We've never been so back. I've got a couple of monsters in the fridge ready for a little bit later on. Play a bit of GTA and a little COD, but I broke my pad about 2 months ago, so not much at all. Fair enough. You were doing really well, weren't you, with your RP stuff with GTA? To be honest, this is the only thing I've played in months now. I stopped playing FIFA. I haven't played Call of Duty since they brought out that Avalon. I thought that was absolute garbage. I've literally played nothing since then, apart from this. And like, I played a bit of Forza, obviously, when that came out, and just that's about it, to be honest. Yeah, but I went to prison for the charge I had against me 5 years before, which was a load of bollocks. Do you mean you went to prison in GTA or IRL, mate? What was Sam Dolby, by the way? Oh, right, okay. I don't think I knew about that, or if I did, I completely forgot. Well, I've seen some of them RP streams, mate. I spent hours watching Brit locked in a cell doing frigging RP on Red Dead Redemption, so you never know. Yeah, it's not my cup of tea either, Yasin, but it can be good to watch, depending on, obviously, who's doing it and not, but yeah, I didn't watch many of those streams. Definitely didn't watch many of the Red Dead streams. People take that shit way too seriously, man. Get in, back in front. Do you still speak to any of the Insight boys, Chris? Well, I've got dynamic sideline on, but this one's a little bit weird because of I've got the 3D Stadium mod, which messes with all the cameras, which is why this one's quite flat. It's a little bit low down, but mate, tell you what, since growing my hair just constantly falls out. Like, I'm genuinely surprised I'm not bald at this point. There's so much hair falls out every day. Yana will always be my best friend. Always got a lot of love for Yana. Great ball from Barry. He's stepping up a little bit. That definitely is a penalty, isn't it? Saw that shove coming a mile off. I don't really know. Not too many of the others. Always got a time for Yana. A lot of time for what's his name as well, Swansea and Tony. Although I always felt like I was pissing Tony off whenever I asked to play God with him. So currently playing as Bolton Wanderers, 3 promotions in 4 seasons. 4 seasons. Currently stuck in League One. Any advice? Maybe some of the players that you've got have just reached their limit, mate. Maybe you just need to try and refresh the squad, bring some better players in. I'd definitely suggest keep looking at the end of every season. Just keep looking at all the players that get released from your Man United, your Cities, your Chelseas. Get them in on trial for a couple of weeks because you'll pick up some unreal youngsters for free, basically. Yeah, I don't chill with them as much these days. I haven't spoke to anyone, to be honest. I haven't spoke to any of them since in forever. That's a red card, ref. That is. Get him off. See you later, Basuma. What a 24 minutes this has been. Yeah, I think last time I spoke to anyone was when Yana messaged me, basically telling me they were finally getting rid of me out of Insight, which was probably about 4 years later than expected. But I think they almost felt there was no point in actually getting rid of me in the end. But yeah. To be fair, at the point when they messaged me, I weren't doing anything. I weren't streaming. I weren't doing TikToks. I weren't doing YouTube videos, nothing. So it made sense. I definitely weren't involved in the COD scene, that's for sure. Just came third, then won the double with Palm my first 2 years. Is my game broken? Maybe your tactics are, mate. Just won 7-0 on the opening day against Hull. This is going to be a good season. Fingers crossed, mate. Fingers crossed. Go on, go. Over the bar. Guys, if there is anyone in the new in the stream who does like Football Manager content, go drop a subscribe over to my YouTube. It'd be much appreciated. I'm currently doing a series with Deportivo La Coruña where we're only using players over the height of 6'2". Putting a new spin on the old Fallen Giants rebuild storyline. So if that is something that you're interested in, Super Sammy Plays on YouTube. It'd be much appreciated if you drop a sub on that. Get in, Allison. Putting us 4-2 up. Lovely stuff there. Wanted to do a 10-year sim rebuild. Now I'm stumped. I've got to start doing simulating to get through stuff quicker for my YouTube. But I just prefer to actually be involved and actually like managing the team almost. Well, not almost. Definitely just managing the team. I don't like just simulating. Yeah, Dalby's on fire, mate. Another 2 goals for him. Newly promoted Forest to feed on next as well. You watch Forest beat him, mate. It's usually what happens. Bloody hell, that was an ambitious effort, weren't it? I've been cooking in this one, to be fair. It's going to beat you. I mean, I didn't want to say it. Well, I mean, I did say it, but... Go on, Louis Barry. Go and get yourself a goal, mate. Let's make some subs, shall we? I mean, to be fair, he's on a 7.4. It's certainly a step up, isn't it? Let's get Tommy O'Reilly on and give him a game. Oh my God, Conway's nearly dead. Let's get him off. And we'll get Sheehan back in. Making some tactical changes to stop the script allowing them to beat me. Mate, you might be alright. It's not FIFA. Oh, no. That's another bug. Number 19, just on the side of the pitch, is in the quick sim. Oh, my word. What a goal, Philogene. Let's demand more. Let's not get too nervy here. 4-3 up against 10 man of Ipswich. I'm calling a 4xG for me and 0.13xG for them. After a long shot, they will win 1-0. You'll be fine, mate. You'll be fine. I don't like the fact that we keep giving the ball away and that George Hurst has just equalised. Oh, my God. It's unreal. The scripting is unreal. Ten man. And they've bloody pulled it back. 2 goals down and they've managed to get back level. And we've given the ball away again. What are we doing? Why do they always cut back? They can never just cross from the first time, can they? I know, it was unreal goalkeeping, weren't it? Just step out of the way, mate. It's like a matador with a cape. Here you go, shoot here. Oh, Dolby. Mate, I'm going to go very attacking now. Watch us lose this game. Watch us throw. Oh, my God. I think Dan Gore might be dead. You know what, Pembele, you're going in there. Watch us lose this game. It's the same game, but it's more in depth. It's more in depth on PC. I can't believe we've just thrown that game away. That is unreal. He was like, here you go, mate. This is where you want to shoot. I'll move out of the way for you. Did Forest drop points again? Or have they not played? Forest lost again. Lost to Wrexham. What about Blues? Oh, Blues haven't played yet. I don't see any deeper depth differences. Scouting on console is basically it's just not, scouting's just basically not a thing on console. There's more options for shouts and stuff on PC. What else is there? There's loads of stuff. There's just more stuff on PC. I don't know. It's always the same with transfers. They always offer you absolutely nothing and then expect a ridiculous amount for their own players. 4.5 star Crenda bought for 19, Real Madrid offer 56. I tell you what, it's even worse if you're in a league that's like a lesser league, basically. Like I did in my Aberdeen series that I did on YouTube. The offers that we were getting for some of our players just because we were in the Scottish League was unreal. Louis Barry training well now and everything. Maybe he just needed an arm around the shoulder and a little talking to. Arsenal can buy my players for 30 million for their worst, apparently. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I remember my brother doing a save, right? And he's like, I was doing a save myself with, I can't remember who it was now. I think it was maybe Villa or something. And like, none of my players were really worth, like, they were worth a lot, but they weren't like ridiculous. And like every player he had that was like, even like just good players, not like like unreal, were worth like 150, 200 mil. I'm like, what's going on here? Why are he's worth so much more than mine? When he was in like some team that you'd never heard of in Italy, but they were obviously at the top of the Serie A, but their players were worth an absolute fortune. It makes no sense, to be honest. We got Derby up next. Birmingham have won again, which means they are now 6 points in front of us. I can't believe we dropped points in that Ipswich game. To be 4-2 up and throw that away, it is unreal. Against 10 men especially. There's an FM24 Salford save. Had a wonder kid, bought for 10 mil, sold for 20 because he refused to stay. His value went up. Yeah. See, one thing that drives me mad is when you sell someone and their value instantly like goes through the roof. I do like watching it happen though. When you know, like if you've got someone who's like massively progressed and his contracts, you offer him a new contract. I love seeing the change in the valuation of the player. Then, like once he signs the new contract and maybe his release clause is up at like 100 mil or something, but you just see like a massive increase in his value. Gale's finally back from injury as well. Yeah, I've seen that, mate. That is certainly a worry. If him and Watkins go at this point of the season, we're in big trouble. Yeah, my YouTube channel's the same name as on TikTok, mate. Super Sammy Plays on YouTube. Satisfaction of buying and selling players and FM needs to be explained. Insane dopamine. I don't know about the selling. The biggest thing for me is like bringing players in and then seeing them progress, like becoming unreal, seeing the improvements and stuff. That side of it, I absolutely love. Right, Gale's back. We'll put him in there anyway. Selling you when you have a useless lump of a player and you get a decent. I mean, that's different. That's a little bit different. Yo, Diard, if that was you, that's just subbed. Appreciate you, mate. Right, let's see if we can beat Derby. Where are these in the table? I think these were doing okay, weren't they? I feel like they might have actually beat us or give us a really good game at least the last time we played them. I appreciate that, mate. That is not good. Oh, of course, Diatta as well. They've got Diatta. That, this was always a thing that used to drive me mad in the old Football Manager games, and I don't know whether it's still quite as bad as it used to be. But I remember like very early Championship Manager games and Football Manager games, if you made an offer or any sort of interest in a player and you didn't get them, that player would always score against you when you played them. How have we not scored there, by the way? Yo, Lucas, thank you for the follow, mate. Welcome in. Forest score with their first shot of the game. I called it. I called it. Forest at the late kick-off for me. We're at Birmingham. They're away at Southampton. Ooh. Come on, boys. Go on, Simons. Go and bang this in. You know he loves a long ranger. At some point today would be nice. Oh, he's rattled the bar. We equalised after 22 shots. Sounds about right, mate. At least you've equalised. That was a quiet first half, weren't it? This is giving me vibes of the Swansea game that we had not long ago. 0-0 draw with no chances. Just a couple of shots then. Let's give them a demand more, shall we? These are doing quite well in the league, actually. They're only like 7th or something. So they are up there. Go on. Get Louis Barry through. Or don't. Or go Conway. Deflections everywhere. Matches on commentary only are very stress inducing. How can you play on match commentary only? That's like OG champ manager, football manager times, that is. You should just try and read it at like 200 mile an hour and then just wait for it to flash and hope it was your team. Oh, hit the bar again. So is that a Stadium Mega Pack? It is the 3D Stadium, Bassy Boys 3D Stadium mod, mate. Yeah, I guess it depends who you're playing against, doesn't it? If their colours are white. Oh no. That looked like a penalty to me. Hit the woodwork 2 times a game minimum. It certainly feels like that, doesn't it? Oh, I'm gonna bring our young striker on here, am I? I am. Maybe our young striker will give us the win. Thomas. Come on, Thomas. Go and be a hero. $10 minutes to make yourself a hero. No worries, Chris. I'm about to go off anyway. I need to go and get some food myself. What a boring game that was to finish on, though. A 0-0 draw, hitting the woodwork twice. You too, brother. Good to speak to you, man. I think I'll catch up with you again soon, man. Appreciate you, mate. Appreciate you. That's us dropped down, and we're now 8 points behind Birmingham. That is not ideal. Couple of draws there. I mean, we've been pretty decent, to be fair. Considering, like we say, we're expected to get relegated or being amongst the relegation. I don't think we were quite at the bottom where with the media prediction, but the fact that we're third and we were expected 19th is pretty good going. But like I say, guys, I am going to go off now anyway. I need to go and get something to eat. I am absolutely Hank Marvin. If you want something to watch until I'm live again, Super Sammy Plays on YouTube. Go drop a subscribe over there. If not, I'll be back live at 10 o'clock tomorrow where we will carry on this season. And we're only 11 games away from... Only 11 games away from the end of the season. So we might actually even get that finished tomorrow. What day are we on? Is it Wednesday? Yeah. So we might actually get this finished quicker than a season a week. But yeah. We'll crack on with that tomorrow. Maybe get the season finished. And we'll see where we finish up. Have a good rest of your Wednesdays, guys. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. Much love. Much love. See you later, boys.